You're watching the only program in America that mirrors the lives of Native Americans and Alaska Natives on a weekly basis. And today we travel to a remote village called Huslia, Alaska. In this community, Athabascans still live the traditional way, a way that is steeped in working with the environment for a living that includes getting their own food, their tools, and maintaining traditions of their ancestors as best as they could in this modern times. It's a fabulous show. We'll be back with Huslia, Alaska right after this. Hey everyone, is your home or office furniture showing its age? Let Scan Home and Office update your image. Albert's the expert. Give him a call, toll free. He can create the perfect furniture layout in the space you have available. He can even do this over the web. Scan Home wants to become your rural home office furniture supplier. It's mine. They even have financing options. Stop in at the corner of 36th and Arctic.
Hello, it's Indian's Kitchen. May I take your order?
You guys want a pizza?
Yeah!
Okay. This dough is made fresh every day. This is something that I enjoy. Just dealing with people and getting to know them and seeing them leave here happy. This is a real spicy Philly right there. It's called a Mexican Philly. Here's your pizza.
What's in it?
Ringer sausage.
Fast, free delivery. Pizza, subs, and Phillies.
And I saw the hey, yeah, ho, yeah, ho, yeah, ho, yeah, ho, so the
When you first arrive in Huslia, you think, brr. And then you're taken back by an overwhelming reception of the many friendly faces that are there to greet you and pick up the incoming supplies for the village. And although it's 10 degrees below zero, you get a warm feeling from these strong Athabascan people. It's a feeling of respect and admiration for a culture that has survived for hundreds of years on their own. Located in the Koyukuk National Wildlife Refuge, Huslia is a beautiful community that takes pride in their heritage. 290 miles west of Fairbanks, this Athabascan village is located on the banks of the Koyukuk River, which is their main transportation route year-round. And speaking of transportation routes, these girls are running Tim Pavlik's dogs around 6 Mile Track. It's part of their heritage, a part that these young ladies will someday pass down.
You get to get on and you get to run and everything. Like, feels like you're lost or something.
What kind of sounds do you hear when you're out there?
Nothing, just the wind and everything. And the dogs going. Then you bring them back and then you take them off the house and feed them.
They're going to mix it until the food's really mixed up nice. The kids are helping me out with the dogs like they usually do. They've been looking forward to running them all summer long. They help me feed the dogs all summer, clean the yard, water them. Oh, they enjoyed a lot. Sometimes I had a four-wheeler to hook up my dogs, and I had the four-wheeler behind us, and both are packed.
There was once a documentary filmed in Huslia called Make Prayers to the Raven. They are the keepers of this land, the eyes and ears of the spirit world, a reminder of where you really are.
Like you're in a good, safe place and you could you're relaxed. Because we were away when I did my student teaching 2 years ago, and then I went to Akiak to teach. We came home, it was so good. We were so glad to be near our family. That family is what really makes a difference for me. You have to have that family life. And then family, you have to be able to define that as working together.
And working together in harmony. The next time you're in Sitka, let the Totem Square Inn accommodate you. Blending timeless tradition with modern amenities. It's the ideal place for your Alaska fishing vacation or other wildlife adventures. With the free breakfast, fast internet, exercise room, and other services, the Totem Square is your home in Shiatica, Sitka, Alaska.
Heartbeat wishes to thank Hagelin Aviation Services Incorporated for making our stories possible. We travel on Hagelin Aviation and we thank you for choosing them too. Hagelin Aviation has been serving Alaskans in the bush for over 20 years.
We fly Hagelins all the time.
Operating with 29 aircraft at 8 stations across Alaska and servicing over 100 destinations daily. Hagelin Aviation, your ticket to ride in rural Alaska.
Mokai, the versatile, durable, environmentally friendly, and fuel-efficient watercraft that's fun and easy to own. The strong polyethylene hull withstands scratches and impacts from river rocks. The jet pump requires only 4 inches, allowing for shallow water access, and the 3-gallon tank provides 8 to 10 hours of use. The engine and jet pump can be removed without tools in under a minute, making transport, storage an easy task. Mokai, accept no boundaries. Welcome back. Huslia, Alaska is a fabulous place. It's one of my most favorite villages in the whole state of Alaska. Part of it's because the people are so neat there. They're wonderful people who still maintain their traditional lifestyle. Let's meet some of those people right now in Huslia, Alaska. It's a small village, just under 300 people, that lives a subsistence lifestyle, hunting moose, caribou, bear, waterfowl, rabbit, and other small game. Salmon berries and blueberries can also be found during the summer months. The community of Huslia is advanced by some standards. They are all tied into a well, which provides running water for all the homes, most of which are log cabins built by the residents of the village. A sewer system has made honey buckets long obsolete, and 3 family-owned stores supply those things that Mother Nature cannot. It's a comfortable life for those who live here. There is one catch, though. You have to have a taste for
Moose meat, it's smoked in the smokehouse for 5 days, along with smoke and some garlic salt. And then after we dry it, we bag it in gallon bags. Then we chop it up like this in little pieces, and we just munch on it with little bear fat, which is right there. It's just like we dice up the bear fat and we make it like bacon and take all the grease out of it, and we put grease in a cup. And we eat that separate too with some dry meat. But this right here is just bear fat. For me to get this fish, I trade with my sister Donna, Kai cook. I send her some of this dried moose meat, and then she send me fish of the same weight, and that's how we trade. We don't buy fish. One so far.
Josh Olin has lived here in Huslia for most of his life, 46 years to be exact. Not only is Josh the second chief of Huslia,
Okay, yeah, I don't have very much mail going out.
but he is also the representative for Warblow Air and Right Air Service, 2 passenger and freight outfits that travel to remote villages around Alaska. With the help of his 2 sons, Donovan and Ryan, Josh and his family keep busy in this tiny town, hauling cargo and mail back and forth around Huslia. Donovan Olin's day is a long one. When the planes get close to town, Donovan hops in his truck and takes off for the post office, where he picks up the outgoing mail for the incoming plane.
Every day, hey, 2 hours a day. Mostly just waiting for the plane and stuff though.
Then it's back to the post office with everybody's mail and off to the family grocery and hardware store until the next plane calls in. As for Belina Farmer, her day starts off a little differently. Belina doesn't get rolling until Justice is served her toothbrush. You see, Justice is Belina's young daughter. Then it's off to work, which is the next room over. Belina and her father own and operate the Huslia General Grocery Store.
He opened it in July, and I moved home like a month and a half ago. But before that, he'd send me up some money, and I'd go shopping for him, and that's a lot of work.
It's a busy life for all those who live in Huslia, including the kids who are busy at school, learning all those things that we've forgotten, and some things we've never learned. And after a hard day at school, it's time to relax. Or use up whatever energy they have left. As for the older kids, nothing takes the edge off a rough day at school like a little... Or maybe a little... Work is something that these people are not afraid of, and it takes a great deal of it to make a life for yourself in this often windswept land. It's a way of life that demands respect from any and all other cultures. Chums, or dog salmon, make up a large part of their diet, as well as their dogs' diets. Hudson Sam and his family are busy pulling a net that was set only hours ago, and they will be busy for the next 30 minutes because this net has close to 100 fish caught in it. If the flesh of the fish doesn't meet Hudson standards, it's cut for the dogs to be fed to them throughout the winter. All of the fish is hung to dry.
But these ones are for yogurt, that's half dry.
The thinly stripped fish is for human consumption, and the thicker cut fish is for the dogs. It's a tradition and a talent that continues to be passed down from generation to generation. In fact, these two girls are learning the art of cutting fish for the first time today.
Wow, look how funny it is.
I can't cut the boat.
I cut fish and I enjoyed
I cut fish too.
my first time.
It took us, both of us, like 10 minutes to do one fish.
And I even carved a little boat too.
We didn't carve no boat.
I did.
Any way you slice it, these kids are experiencing new things from a time long ago, a time that still lives strong today. Mokai, the versatile, durable, environmentally friendly, and fuel-efficient watercraft that's fun and easy to own. The strong polyethylene hull withstands scratches and impacts from river rocks. The jet pump requires only 4 inches, allowing for shallow water access, and the 3-gallon tank provides 8 to 10 hours of use. The engine and jet pump can be removed without tools in under a minute, making transport, storage an easy task. Mokai, accept no boundaries. Hey everyone, is your home or office furniture showing its age? Let Scan Home and Office update your image. Albert's the expert. Give him a call, toll free. He can create the perfect furniture layout in the space you have available. He can even do this over the web. Scan Home wants to become your rural home office furniture supplier. It's mine. They even have financing options. Stop in at the corner of 36th and Arctic.
Hello, it's Indian's Kitchen. May I take your order?
You guys want a pizza?
Yeah!
Okay. This dough is made fresh every day. This is something that I enjoy. Just dealing with people and getting to know them and seeing them leave here happy. This is a real spicy Philly right there. It's called a Mexican Philly. Here's your pizza.
What's in it?
Reindeer sausage.
Fast, free delivery. Pizza, subs, and Phillies. What do you say we go back to the fish camp? I can't think of a better place right now to go to. So let's go and finish up at the fish camp and explore daily life with the good people in Huslia, Alaska.
How long are you leaving there?
From the cutting table, these fish make their way to Selina Sam, where she hangs them for drying. It's something that Selina has been doing for years, something that was passed on to her by her elders. Keeping with tradition, many of the youth here at Fish Camp will learn how to jar and store fish.
Anybody else want to try?
What do you do?
Then you just make your mark.
Yeah.
And then you go again. And then you just cut it right there and you cut it in half. Okay.
Hi. How are you? Excuse me, Doris.
Oh, getting on the truck.
Okay, these are too big. Look.
What about this one?
That's Terry's.
That's too big on mine.
I was just all gung-ho about this because I saw Agnes do it.
Yeah.
For these people, Fish Camp is more than just a getaway. It's a chance to practice and teach the ways of their ancestors.
Well, we basically got water for the camp. It's pretty fresh water. It's glacier water. Tastes pretty good.
From the water to the food, using whatever nature has to provide. The people of Huslia have learned how to survive off the land and thrive in an area where many would never even try. Even much of their clothing comes from the land they walk upon.
Lorna made this.
This is for patlats for your sister.
Okay, they usually make slipper tops and slippers for memorial potlatch, which coming up for my sister.
Finished though. I still do this part.
And this
This is mine too.
is how they put in the background. This one right here is for glove top. This is how they fix it. And this is wolf skin.
For many,
This is,
keeping up on their traditional
duck's gloves.
practices and activities isn't just a way of passing time. It's also a
And
way
this
of
is
keeping in touch
wallet.
with who they are
glass
and where
case.
they come
Okay.
from.
Let glass go inside here. That's a glass case. Oh, this is another glove top. This is how it is. And this is a scissors holder. You put the scissors in here. And she made that. And this looks like it goes on top of slippers, boots. We don't have one around here.
They have one,
Yeah.
this, something like this go on the front.
Oh yeah, and it goes like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, this is a glove. Looks like a homemade. Looks like a homemade gloves. All the moose skin, beaver skin, and it goes like this. Mm-hmm. It's when you try your snowball. Oh, no more dog teams. Okay. And now this is a ruff she'd been working on.
Yeah.
This is a
Just woman's.
woman's ruff. This is the caribou. I'm not caribou. Wolverine and wolf. You can see on the inside how she sew all the pieces together.
Yeah, that's back part.
So it can be round like this. Oh, looks like this is another one. This is just a wolf skin, that one. This is Mom's pastime. She likes to dress up dolls, and she make homemade clothes for it. She usually make native style clothes.
And Lisa gave me that doll.
Yeah, her grandchildren gave her the doll, store-bought dolls, and she just dressed it up.
That's when I got Lisa's to make fish and mix.
And this is Mother's
People for it.
pride and joy, I guess. This is where all her stories go and all her songs go. It's an old-fashioned tape recorder holder.
It's a place where the young people can have fun the good old-fashioned way.
Go hunting, trapping, and go target practicing, skiing, ice skating, playing basketball, Indian kickball.
And these young people are dedicated to keeping the community alive.
I try and get more jobs here, learn my native language, and try to teach it. Teach all of the different skills that they know.
Skills that will last the kids of Huslia a lifetime.
They need someone who can really teach them about our native culture. And they need to know that it ain't all that boring. We need more games. The rec center was a big change. Everybody loves rec center.
Selina Sam oversees the rec center in Huslia. But more importantly, she gets involved with the kids, which is just what these kids need.
One of my goals is to work toward getting them to communicate with their parents and to their pairs, work together. In order to be a family, in my views, you have to work together with your children and your brothers and sisters. Work as a family. But I don't know how you would say it, how that you have to be able to communicate with each other. Instead of just take it for granted that your parents will put food on the table for you all the time.
Because it's not always easy putting food on the table. Like this bear, for example, which made for some delicious bear stew. It's quite the change from McDonald's and Taco Bell. A change you have to taste to appreciate.
That's the ram of Huslia.
But there's no time to eat for Donovan and his dad, especially when there's another plane coming in and it's got something special on board. Some lucky kid will be smiling tonight, and so will the Olin family, because this snow machine is for them. It was kind of like that feeling you get when you've been gone for a while and return to your home. That warm reception of family and friends, that feeling of security and comfort. It's a place that we here at Heartbeat, Alaska will hold close to our hearts and will remember fondly for years to come. Thank you for joining us. We'd love to hear your comments. Visit our website at jeanniegreen.com. Email me at jeanniegreen@ak.net. We thank you for joining us. God bless every one of you, and we'll see you again next week.